Hello everyone, you're watching Vocabulary and Reading 4. Today we're going to study Unit 10. 大家好，我是朱淑清，您收看的是智慧阅读室，今天要讲的是第10课。Now let's welcome our special guest today, Dr. Wei Ronggui. Hello, Dr. Wei.
Einen schönen guten Morgen, meine Damen und Herren. Freut mich, euch alle hier wieder treffen zu können.
哇哦，同学知道魏老师在讲什么吗？如果有收看上学期的节目的同学啊，应该就知道魏老师除了精通英文之外呢，德文也是下教哦。我们来问问看，刚刚魏老师讲的德文是什么？
就简单跟大家问候一下而已，没有什么。大家早安。
对啊，虽然是一个简单的问好，可是如果你不懂外国语言的话，你看就听不懂了，就完全不晓得魏老师讲的是什么东西哦。那刚好我们提到语言呢，我们接下来要讨论的主题就是语言跟文化。In the following units, we're going to talk about foreign languages and also cultures. Talking about languages, 魏老师 how important is it to know more than just one language?
Well, being able to communicate with foreigners is just one of the many advantages for learning a foreign language well. Social interactions, cultural background, human understandings, etc. are all part of the benefits and lay the basis for a better future for all mankind. It is then, of course, important for us to know how to express ourselves in a clearer and more sense-making way.
Wow, 就是如果多懂了一种语言呢，除了能够表达自己的想法啊，表达自己的意见之外，其实对人与人之间的了解跟该语言的一个文化的了解呢，都有所帮助。那甚至能够让我们的社会呢，世界更进步哦。好，有一句话就是这么说的哦，我们来看一下字卡。Language is the dress of thought. 我非常喜欢这句话啊，就是语言是思维的一个包装，就是我们有什么想法，如果没有语言，没有透过语言表达出来呢，也是没有用的，所以语言是非常的重要。Now let's take a look at some important vocabulary about language learning. 我们来看一下相关的重要单字，请看字卡。
Clue
是名词，线索、暗示的意思。
The police are seeking clues to crack the case.
警方搜寻线索以破案。
Incorporate
是动词，包含或是合并。
The manager incorporated the staff suggestions into the new sales plan.
这个经理把员工的建议纳入新的销售计划当中。
Stimulus
它的复数是 stimuli.
The government proposed a stimulus package to boost the economy.
政府提出刺激方案来推动经济。那 stimulus package 呢，就是一个刺激或是振兴的一个计划。Boost 就是提升 ，boost economy 提升经济。
Complement
可以当动词或名词，补充或是跟什么有相配的意思。
This wine complements the dish perfectly.
这红酒跟这道菜呢搭配的天衣无缝哦，就是 they go really well together.
Simultaneously
是副词，同时的。
The husband and wife think alike. They often speak simultaneously.
这对先生跟太太想法很相似，常常同一时间呢一起讲话，一起脱口而出。
Encounter
动词，偶然相遇或是遭遇的意思。
The investigator encountered difficulty in pursuing the case.
这个调查员在查案的时候呢遇到了困难。
Corresponding
形容词，对应的，通信或是通讯的。
Privileges come with corresponding obligations.
权利相对的伴随的义务 ，privilege 就是权利，那 obligation 就是义务。
Integrate
使完善或是把什么东西合并起来。
It is easier for children to integrate into a new culture.
去融合一个新的文化，对于孩子来说呢是比较容易的。
Exhibit
可以当动词或名词，展示、表现。
The exhibit is a peek into the life of the painter.
透过这个展览，可以一窥那位画家的人生。Exhibit 在这句的句子里面是当展览的意思。
Perception
名词，观念或是洞察力。
Drugs could affect your perception.
药物可能会影响你的认知能力。
Expose
动词，暴露或是接触到。
Students need to be exposed to foreign languages and cultures.
学生需要沉浸在外语跟外国文化之下。好，我们看完了单字 ，Let's take a look at the text. Paragraph 1. 魏老师 could you read it for us?
Wonderful. Foreign language learning is critical for those who need to communicate with people from other countries. Whenever you go abroad, you expose yourself to a strange environment that you do not have a clue about unless you speak or at least understand the language. Even if you think traveling around the world is the most unusual occurrence that you would ever run into, sitting at home does not mean you would be exempt from listening to English songs on the radio, watching French movies on TV, or browsing through German advertisements on the internet. So it's all for the better that we could learn as much as possible so as to communicate with ease and understand our rural village neighbors even more.
好，我们来看一下这一段的句子意思。我们请看 Foreign language learning is critical for those who need to communicate with people from other countries. 对需要与外国人士沟通交谈的人呢，外语学习是十分重要的哦。Whenever you go abroad, you expose yourself to a strange environment that you do not have a clue about unless you speak or at least understand the language. 当你出国置身国外的陌生环境当中呢，如果是不懂当地的语言的话，可能就会完全在状况外啊，就是不晓得别人在说什么。Even if you think traveling around the world is the most unusual occurrence that you will ever run into, sitting at home does not mean you will be exempted from listening to English songs on the radio, watching French movies on TV, or browsing through German advertisements on the internet. 即使呢，你没有机会可以出国呢，待在家里也不可能免于从广播当中听到英文歌啦，在电视上看到法国的影片，或者是呢，在网络上看到一则德国的广告。So it is all for the better that we could learn as much as possible so as to communicate with ease and understand our rural village neighbors. 因此，如果我们能够尽量能够学好外语呢，就越能够了解这个地球村的其他国家，并且能够跟外国人士沟通起来呢，比较轻松自如哦。好，看完这一段，魏老师 ，Would you like to ask our students some questions just to see if they understand the paragraph?
Sure. So maybe the first question will be, what is important when we need to communicate with people in a foreign country?
In order to communicate with foreigners, it's important to learn the foreign language.
Wonderful. And question number 2 could be, even if we don't leave the country, is it possible to completely not hear or see a foreign language?
It would be impossible because we hear foreign languages all the time, like English songs on the radio, or see a foreign movie on TV or in the theater.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's take a look at some other vocabulary from this paragraph. 我们请看字卡。
Abroad.
副词是到国外，是海外的。
Some people believe that the country's top leaders should have some experience abroad to be able to handle foreign policies.
有些人认为呢，国家的最高领导者应该要有海外的经验，才有能力处理外交的事宜。
Occurrence.
名词事件或是发生什么事。
The project was delayed by unexpected occurrences.
这个专案因为突发事件而延迟 ，delay 就是拖延。
Exempt.
免除它是动词。
Good students with a high GAP score are exempted from additional English classes.
拥有高分全民英检的学生呢，可以不必上额外的英文课。那这个 GEPT 呢，同学都知道哦，就是全民英检。
Advertisement.
广告，我们上学期有学过这个字哦。那动词是 advertise。
An advertisement sells more than just products. It sells images and concepts of popularity and worth.
其实广告不只是销售产品而已啊，它同时还销售形象、流行跟价值的观念。
Unless.
好，我们看一下 unless 呢，它是一个连接词，是除非或是否则怎么样，除什么之外。那我们在文章里面呢，我们看到句子，文章是说 Whenever you go abroad, you expose yourself to a strange environment that you do not have a clue about unless you speak or at least understand the language. 意思就是说，除非呢你懂得外国语文，要不然呢，等你出国在外国的时候，根本就会不晓得别人在讲什么。那我们看一下 unless 的用法。Unless 呢，它可以放在句中，也可以放在句首。我们看一下例句。
The game will start on time unless it rains really hard. Unless it rains really hard, the game will start on time.
我们看到从这两个句子呢，看到这两个句子意思是完全一模一样的，只是 unless 一个放在句中，一个放在句首，意思就是说呢，这个球赛会准时开始，除非下了大雨哦。
There will be a class unless there's a super typhoon.
Unless 用法就是通常是出现某一种情况，或是在某一个条件下，另外一件事情呢就不会进行或发生。那我们看到例句呢 ，There will be a class unless there's a super typhoon. 换句话来说呢 ，If there's a super typhoon, there won't be a class. 除非是有一个强烈台风。要不然是会继续上课的。那也就是说，如果有强烈台风的话，就不会上课。
She will keep doing the work unless you tell her not to.
这句话的意思就是说 ，If you tell her not to do it, she will not keep doing it。就是除非呢，你叫她不要做，要不然她就一直做下去哦。
You won't pass the course unless you study.
意思就是说 ，If you study, you will pass the course。就是除非你认真读书，要不然你是不会通过这个课的。所以你要认真读书，才会有办法通过这个课。
He won't be happy unless he marries her.
也就是说 ，If he marries her, he will be happy。就除非呢，他跟这个女生结婚呢，要不然他是不会快乐。换句话说，他就非跟这个女生结婚不可，要不然他是不会快乐的。OK， 很多单字哦，所以同学辛苦了 ，Let's take a break. Let's continue. Let's read paragraph 2.
In foreign language learning, it is known that 5 skills are to be incorporated: reading, listening, speaking, writing, and translating. Reading and listening are regarded as passive skills to be used for comprehending the stimuli from one's counterpart, while speaking and writing are taken as active skills to deliver personal reactions or opinions. By contrast, translating skills relate to not just foreign language proficiency, but also native language abilities. These 5 skills complement each other and can be trained simultaneously. Reading for comprehension is one thing, but reading for sentence structure and rhetorical wording can benefit the building of our own writing ability. From listening to others, we can also learn of their tact, expressions, and responsiveness that may be stimulated when similar scenarios are encountered. The more we learn how foreigners would act or react, the better we can find corresponding formulations in our own mother tongue, which helps with our translation and/or interpretation skills. Sometimes courses are designed in a way to mainly practice one single language skill, or people choose to advance in a specific field of foreign language learning, but all in all, these 5 skills are integrated and exhibited in an overall performance that affects people's perception of target language.
好，这一段讲到语言的技巧有点复杂，我们来一句一句看，请看。In foreign language learning, it is known that 5 skills are to be incorporated: reading, listening, speaking, writing, and translating. 外语学习当中最为人所熟悉涵括有阅读、听力、口语、写作跟翻译5种语言技巧。Reading and listening are regarded as passive skills to be used for comprehending the stimuli from one's counterpart. 好，我们这句比较长，我们先看前面部分。我们讲到阅读跟听力呢，它们两个呢是被视为是被动的技巧，通常是与沟通的另外一方所对应理解能力要运用到的技巧。那另外一种呢 ，while speaking and writing are taken as active skills to deliver personal reactions or opinions. 相反的呢，就是听力跟写作来讲呢，是被视为传达个人讯息的意见的主动的语言技巧。另外一种语言技巧呢 ，by contrast, translating skills relate to not just foreign language proficiency, but also native language abilities. 另外一种语言技巧翻译不仅需要兼具外国的语言能力，而且本国的语言能力也要非常的强哦。These 5 skills complement each other and can be trained simultaneously. 这5种语言技巧是相辅相成，而且可以同时一起训练。Reading for comprehension is one thing, but reading for the sentence structure and rhetoric wording can benefit the building of our own writing ability. 那阅读呢？ 就是除了要理解文章的大意，我们还可以深入了解句中的结构跟用字遣词，并且可以同时呢，就是培养我们的写作能力。From listening to others, we can also learn of their tact, expressions, and responsiveness that may be simulated when similar scenarios are encountered. 那以听力来说呢，我们可以借由所听到的内容，进一步了解讲者他的机智、表达、反应的方式。未来呢，如果遇到类似的情况，我们可以拿来做运用。The more we learn how foreigners would act or react, the better we can find corresponding formulations in our own mother tongue, which helps with our translation and or interpretation skills. 如果我们能够更了解外国人士表达跟对应的方式，便更能够让我们在母语中找到相对应的语言，进一步呢可以增长我们的翻译跟口译的能力。Sometimes courses are designed in a way to mainly practice one single language skill, or people choose to advance in a specific field of foreign language learning. But all in all, these 5 skills are integrated and exhibited in an overall performance that affects people's perception of the target issue. 那语言技巧的学习来说呢，像语言的课程呢，通常训练有时候是以训练单一语的语言技巧为主，可是也有人呢会专注于某种语言技巧的培养。事实上，这5种语言技巧都可以混合的搭配训练了，也可以相互的运用，在表达外语的理解上呢，是一个综合运用的一种能力。好，这段有点复杂，我们来看看同学理解有多少。How about some questions for our students?
Sure. The question number 1 would be, what are the 5 skills usually included in English courses?
This easy but interesting. It includes reading, writing, listening, speaking, and also translating.
Great. And question number 2 would be, is it possible to learn all 5 skills or some of the 5 skills at the same time?
Yes, it's possible because it's hard to really separate skills and only learn just one.
Wonderful.
Okay, now let's take a look at some other vocabulary from the paragraph. 看一下这段其他单字，请看字卡。
Translate.
翻译。
The Harry Potter series have been translated into 67 languages.
哈利波特系列的小说已经被翻译成67国的语言哦。
Interpret.
动词，这也是翻译，但是是不同的，它是口译，那也可以当作解释。
When Channing Wang first arrived in the U.S., the Yankees provided him with a personal interpreter to interpret for him.
王建民刚到美国的时候，洋基队派给他一位私人的口译员为他做翻译。
Passive.
形容词被动或是顺从的意思。
Studies show that women prefer to play a passive role in decision making.
研究显示，女人宁愿在做决定的时候呢，处于被动的一方哦。It may be true. Personally, to me it's true because I don't like to make decisions. Next.
Comprehend.
动词理解、了解。
He doesn't seem to comprehend the seriousness of the problem.
他似乎不了解这个问题的严重性。
Counterpart.
名词相对应的人或物，也就是对手的意思。
The Prime Minister is a counterpart of the Secretary of State.
首相相对于国务卿。那在英国呢 ，in Britain they call Prime Minister. In the U.S. they call the Secretary of State. 英国是首相是叫 Prime Minister， 那美国是叫 Secretary of State。
Rhetorical.
是形容词华丽的或是修辞的。
We use exaggeration in speech for rhetorical effects.
我们演说上用夸张的语言来达到修饰的一个效果。Exaggeration 就是夸张。
Tact.
名词机智。
The diplomat has tact to deal with delicate situations.
这个外交官呢，以机智巧妙地处理这个棘手的状况。
Scenario.
名词剧情。方案。
Preparing for a worst-case scenario is vital to planning.
对计划呢，最坏的情况做打算是很重要的。
Formulation.
是名词构想规划。
Problem formulation is important for conducting research.
问题规划对做研究来说是很重要的。Conduct research 就是进行着手做一个研究。
Perception.
Perception 这个字我们刚刚有看过，我们继续来看 while while 这个字呢，可以当连接词，它是然而虽然的意思。
Some people waste food while many people starve.
有些人浪费食物呢，可是同时呢，还有些人处于饥饿的状态。
While they were sleeping, somebody broke into the house.
While 呢，当连接词还有另外一种讲法，它是跟时间是有关系的，就是当什么事情发生的时候，可能另外一件事件也正在发生。这句话就是当他们熟睡的时候，有人闯进屋里。
He has been living here for a while.
While 在这边是当名词，是指一段时间，他住在这里呢，已经有一段日子了。
By contrast.
我们继续再看到 by contrast 是和什么比起来。
By contrast, translating skills relate to not just foreign language proficiency, but also native language abilities.
这个课文里面有讲到，翻译的技巧呢，就不只是外国语言要好，其实本国语言呢也要非常强，才有办法做翻译哦。
By contrast, your question is much easier.
相较之下，你的问题实在简单多了。
The more, the better.
我们来看看另外一个句子的用法，就是越怎么样就越好。
The more, the more.
那这种文法上呢，就是以比较级的方式出现，那前面有冠词，越怎么样就越怎么样。那 more 后面通常会加形容词的比较级。
The more we learn how foreigners would act or react, the better we can find corresponding formulations in our own mother tongue, which helps with our translating or interpretation skills.
这边讲到呢，我们如果越了解外国人的思维呢，就越能够帮助我们找到相对应的文字哦，这样可以帮助我们的翻译提升翻译技巧。我们再看看更多的例子。
The more you practice, the better you become.
就是你练习越多呢，就会越熟练。
The more you give, the more you get.
付出越多，收获也就会越多。
The more, the better.
简单来说，越多越好啦。
The smaller the house is, the cheaper it costs.
房子越小呢，就会越便宜啊，所以就没有钱的话，就不能买豪宅，买小一点的房子了。
Mother tongue.
好，我们看看语言上面呢，我们讲到语言的有非常多种，我们要怎么说？像 mother tongue 就是母语。
First language.
那 mother tongue 其实有些人会就用来说就是 first language 第一个所学的语言。
Second language.
Second language 是第二个语言。
Foreign language.
就是外国语。
ESL, English as a second language.
就是英语为第二外语哦。
EFL, English as a foreign language.
英语为外国语。
TESOL, teaching English to the speakers of other languages.
特别是主修英文哦，或是英外系的同学呢，那可能日后想要继续念下去，对英语教学有兴趣呢，就是这两个词 TESOL 跟下面我们可以看到
TEFL, teaching English as a foreign language.
这两个都是英语教学的简称。好，我们看完这么多单字 ，Let's take a break. We'll be back. Now let's read paragraph 3. 请看第3段。
Different people learn things in different ways, and what's even more influential is that different people are exposed to different learning conditions that no one else has control over but themselves. If we can take advantage of all the resources we have at home, at school, or in the cyber world, we may find various approaches that best fit our needs for foreign language learning and would not have to travel overseas to study the target language. Teachers and parents may be held accountable for our preliminary learning outcome, but it is always up to oneself to draw the outline of our future development. Foreign language learning is no exception.
这一段稍微简单一点啊，讲到语言的学习呢，其实每一个人学习方法都不太一样呢。那很重要的是，就是要多运用资源，还有呢，就是每一个人要对自己的学习负责任哦。好 ，How about some comprehension questions?
Sure. Question number 1 would be, name 2 resources for foreign language learnings.
Okay. People can learn languages from class in school, and they can also learn from information in the cyber world.
That's right. And question number 2 would be, who is responsible for the language learning outcome?
I think according to the paragraph, parents and teachers may be responsible preliminary, But ultimately, students have to take the responsibility on their own.
Exactly.
好，语言学习是要自己对自己负责任的。我们看一下其他单字。
Approach.
名词方法，
We need to consider different
我
approach.
们需要考虑使用不同的方法。
Outcome.
名词结果，
The boss is happy with the outcome.
老板对这个结果呢非常的满意。
Influential.
它是形容词，有影响力的，有权势的。
Dalai Lama, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and Ma Ying-jeou were selected as the world's most influential people by Time magazine in 2008.
达赖喇嘛、巴拉克·奥巴马、希拉瑞·克林顿跟马英九呢，被《时代》杂志选为2008年全球最有影响力的人物。
Cyber.
名词指的是电脑。
It is difficult to regulate the cyber world.
网络的规范是很难执行的。
Preliminary.
形容词是初步的、预先的。
The students passed the preliminary contest and went on to the finals.
学生通过初试呢，接下来呢又继续参加复试。
No exception.
没有例外。
The law makes no exception for anyone.
法律呢绝无宽待任何人哦，所以在法律之前人人平等。好，我们这一课呢学到很多有关于学习外语的一些重要性哦。Knowing a language can be very helpful, especially if we go abroad. Even if we don't go abroad, we can always learn things if we know more than just one language. Dr. Wei, do you think it's important to learn a foreign language?
By all means, sometimes the setting in which the language is used and spoken means much more than the language itself. If we fail to communicate with the right language used at the right time in the right scenarios, we may not only get half the result with twice the effort, we might even get ourselves into unexpected trouble.
刚刚魏老师讲的哦，其实语言学习是非常的复杂啊，语言的运用也是一样啊，就是你可能自己以为英文单字认得很多，文法也很好，但是呢，并不表示你就能够跟外国朋友呢沟通的很好，因为其实语言的沟通呢，还不只是你要懂得单字，要懂得文法，懂得要这些基本的技巧之外，其实语言里面您还需要知道就是表达的时候要合乎时宜，还有您的对象如何该用什么样的单字呢，都是非常重要的哦。所以在以社会层面来讲啊，其实语言的运用不是这么简单哦。学员常会问说，那英文不好怎么办？那就是练习啊 ，practice after practice. But how? How do we practice the 4 skills?
Well, there are several multimedia resources that we could use, some such as CDs or DVDs that we could watch at home, or we could sing the English songs by ourselves, and maybe practice English conversation with our classmates, and maybe we can also go to some English classes outside of school. So there are several approaches that we could actually adopt to improve our English abilities. And of course, the best thing would be to have foreign friends there in the Taipei city. It would be much easier for you to practice your English there with the native speaker.
刚刚魏老师提出非常多的建议哦，就是其实学语文的方法啊有非常非常多哦，我们可以听 CD 啊，看现在有很多的 DVD， 甚至有线电视有很多的英文的节目，很多 cable programs all in English， 同学都可以看哦。那甚至可以跟朋友、同学一起互相练习，或者是如果有外国朋友一起练习，那就更好了。好，下一课我们会谈到文化，谢谢您的收看 ，Thank you for watching，Thank you。
Thank you.